Hi, I am Alex. Today, I want to share my honest thoughts about Pereira, a city I truly love in Colombia. I'll be upfront about Pereira's unique charms, which you rarely see in my home state of New Jersey, USA, as well as some perhaps inconvenient drawbacks. Of course, please keep in mind that Pereira is full of amazing advantages that more than make up for any of these minor downsides. So don't worry too much and just take this as a reference. Unlike other major Colombian cities like Bogota, Medellin, or Cali, Pereira has relatively fewer tourists or long-term foreign residents. The lack of a direct price from the US might contribute to this. However, that very fact might add to Pereira's hidden charm. Having lived in New Jersey, United States, for over 20 years, I have seen how global warming has made summers hotter with the more frequent hurricanes and the winters progressively colder. So, whenever a scorching summer or a harsh winter arrives, I find myself missing Florida even more. The weather in Pereira is truly fantastic. It's like a pleasant late spring or early autumn in New Jersey all year round, making an ideal place for people to live. Due to its location halfway up a mountain, it rains once a day, which cleanses the air of pollution and cools down the temperature. This makes it feel less affected by COVID-19 or global warming. Thanks to this climate, you can enjoy a comfortable and vibrant daily life in Florida anytime. While I've fallen in love with so many aspects of Colombia during my travels, today I want to talk about some of its drawbacks. Of course, remember that there are countless advantages that cover all these disadvantages. In many cities in the United States, I often heard news about endless disputes between neighbors over noise, sometimes even leading to extreme incidents. Usually, if a noise complaint is filed, the police respond immediately and enforce regulations. However, in Colombia, I sensed a very tolerant attitude toward the noise. Currently, new apartment construction is booming in Pereira. Newly occupied apartments or houses are always noisy, with the sounds of individual interior renovations. It seems that in Colombia, construction companies don't finish the interiors. Residents handle the detailed interior work themselves. On weekend evening, you can easily see people gathered on streets or in parking lots with their cars doors open, large speakers blasting music and dancing. It's also common in neighborhoods to see families or neighbors gathered, enjoying music, dancing, and singing loudly. More than anything, the constant sounds of motorcycle engines means that in Colombian houses with the poor soundproofing, I often have to wait until lunchtime or dinner to recording any time. Let alone sleep. Yet I've never seen a Colombian complaint about noise, which suggests the unspoken culture of I might be noisy sometimes too. So let's understand each other. When you send a message to Colombians, replies often don't come back right away. Sometimes no reply comes even after a long wait, and calls go unanswered. Even when WhatsApp shows a double checker indicating the message has been seen, there's no response. Later, when I finally get in the touch and ask why, I often hear excuses like I didn't have money to buy prepaid phone service, or I pawned my phone because I had no money, or my phone broke. It's hard to tell if they are true or not. It sometimes feels as if some people have a habit of never replying unless there is immediate benefit to them. When I first arrived in Colombia, I was told that Colombians are poor, but looking at the clothes and shoes people wear on the streets, many are high-end brands like Nike, Adidas, and Reebok. So I checked the price at a shopping mall and found them to be about twice the United States prices. By chance, I explored the local market and saw countless stores selling Nike and Adidas products. Even slippers were overflowing with the fake Nike and fake Adidas items. I'm not sure if this is true for all of South America, but everywhere you go, counterfeit products are rampant. Most of them are probably made in China, right? The price were cheap and the quality seemed decent, so I bought a pair of fake Nike slippers, and the quality was surprisingly good. That's probably why Colombian friends buy them too when they get some money. Moreover, if you go to the counterfeit market, you will find luxury bags, shoes, and clothes that we know of being sold at incredibly cheap prices without any hesitation. It made me think of other Asian countries in the 80s and the 90s, when you could easily find the brand fakes in the China or the Vietnam markets. Once I happened to meet a girl wearing the Adidas pants and asked her where she bought them. She said she bought them at a large shopping mall in Pereira. They sometimes lie without betting an eye. I couldn't believe she bought expensive clothes that cost more than half of her monthly salary at a shopping mall. I felt the cleanliness of Colombians is somewhat lower than in the US or the Western nations. I'm not particularly clean myself, but I brush my teeth more than 3 times a day, and I always brush my teeth and shower before a date or a night out. However, it seems many Colombian women only touch up their makeup before going out. So if you happen to spend the night with someone, I strongly recommend showering together. In terms of houses, windows and entrances are not sealed as tightly as in the United States, often leaving gaps through which external creature can enter. When I stayed at an Airbnb in Cali, I saw a tiny mini lizards a few times and various types of insects multiple times in houses in other cities. Of course, I think that the warm, year-round unchanging weather has a significant impact on housing structure and personal hygiene. Besides this, there are other drawbacks such as seemingly healthy people begging when they see foreigners, unhygienic oil used for street-fired food, and surprisingly many homeless people sleeping or burning something on the street. However, despite all these small drawbacks, I still longing for Colombia, especially dreaming of working at the street of Pereira or watching my uploaded videos when I'm in the United States. Colombia is a country overflowing with charms. Despite these minor inconveniences, Colombia and Pereira are special places that constantly makes me want to return. I hope this video helps you win your trip or stay in Colombia, and in the next video I will tell you about more about Pereira's charms. Thank you for watching.